everyone, I'm Neetu CMK.
I'm Pavitra P.
I'm Namita Yan.
I'm Mahima Bhaskar.
We are from Computer Science Engineering Department from Maharaja Institute of Technology, Mysore. Our project is Intelligent Transportation System for Drivers using IoT under the guidance of Professor Sindhu AS. When we come to the contents of our presentation, we are going through a brief introduction about our project, literature survey, the existing system, limitations of the existing system, proposed system, block diagram, why this solution has been chosen, the modules which we have classified in this, result discussion, and conclusion. When we come to the brief introduction of our project, road accidents on the highways are very frequent these days. Like that, when we come to this, not only accidents are the main reason for the deaths that are happening in the world, but approximately about 1.35 million of people in the world are losing their lives because of the accident. So many of them have tried to prevent the accident. Like many have provided the systems for accident prevention. So we have also developed this project in the vision of preventing the accidents that are happening on the highways. What is going to do in this means a clear intimation will be given to the driver about the obstacle present in the highway in front of him, such as steep curves, bends, bridges, temporary work on progress, school zone, hospital zone, U-turn to avoid the accidents from happening. So let us know the previous systems which many people have developed one by one.
So coming to the literature survey, as we have referred many papers, out of that we have selected 4 papers. The first paper is about obstacle detection for intelligent transportation system using deep stacked autoencoder and KNN scheme. And this paper tells us about, this paper mainly presents about obstacle detection and stereo vision method. Obstacle detection can be done by checking the distance between the moving vehicle and obstacle. And when we come to the second paper, it is about IoT based accident identification and alerting system. And this paper tells us about when the accidents occur, accelerometer sensors the acceleration and sends the signal to the Arduino, then it will be sent an alert message to the predefined number. So this is about the second paper description. Coming to the third one. So design and analysis of vehicle speed control using RF technology. So this paper briefly discuss about is to build a sensor system for infrastructure of the vehicle communication, which can transmit the information provided by active signal placed on the road to adapt the vehicle speed and to prevent the collision. So here we are using RFDI technology. So coming to the fourth one, it is about automatic vehicle speed reduction using RF technology. So this mainly discuss about transmitter frequency is interacting signals from the signboard of various zone is intelligently treated and generates input signal for driver driving actuators and have car engine and additional DC motor. Coming to the existing system, there are many existing systems such as an obstacle alerting system and intimates the driver, which contains both advantages and disadvantages. So we need the automatic road sign detection and tracking, which can be very important task to the driver's existing system, primarily for guiding, warning and regulating the car driver. The road signs can be categorized by color, shape, etc. They were using LCD display for showing the information about the sensor and also to capture the images using cameras.
So coming on to the limitations of the existing system, road signs were captured using the cameras, but the drawback over here is it was difficult to process all the visual information. If there is any heavy rainfall or a fog, it was difficult to identify the different signboards. This LCD display was used to display the message and also to give the signboard information, but the driver need extra cautiousness in order to look into the road as well as to look into the LCD display. Coming on to the ultrasonic sensor that was used to detect the obstacle, it was taking very less time for the computation, but the drawback here is it required extra amount of time to reflect back those results to the system. Coming to the proposed system, these PIR sensors were used in order to detect the presence or movement of any human beings or animals. When PIR sensor detects the human beings or animals, it generates the output voltage. So this output voltage will be fed back as an input to the microcontroller. Then the microcontroller will send the information to the Bluetooth module. So through Bluetooth module, a voice-based output message will be given to the driver. This dip switch was used in order to identify the unique signboard. It creates a unique sequence number and sends the information to the RF transmitter. Then the RF transmitter will send the information to the RF receiver. Through Bluetooth module, a voice-based output message will be given to the driver, and also a signboard image will be displayed on the Android smartphone. And this Android application is just used for the demo purpose. Coming to the block diagram, the figure represents the block diagram of our project. It consists of Renesas RL78 microcontroller, accelerometer sensor to measure the speed of the vehicle, PIR sensor for obstacle detection, LCD to display the messages, RF receiver will receive the signal, and we have L293 motor driver which will be attached to this DC motor, Bluetooth module that is used for data transfer, and we have Android mobile application for displaying the signboard images. So coming to the modules classification, our project will be broadly classified into two units. One, an embedded system inside the vehicle. And second one is the signboard unit. So a detailed explanation will be given in the stage 2 demonstration. So coming on to why this solution, this project is very beneficial and also it is economical. Why? Because is a hardware component deployment will be used and it will be like a one-time investment, and it can be used by all the vehicles to prevent the accidents. So the system works well even when there is heavy rain or a fog or any kind of climatic changes in the environment. And obstacle detection can also be done with the help of PIR sensor, and displaying of signboard images can be done through the Android smartphone.
So coming to the final output of our project, we are developing an Android application which will display the signboard information, and also the voice-based output will be given to alert about the obstacles while driving. And the performance of our system is very good when it compared to existing system, because the vehicle can be automatically controlled. If the vehicle is not in the driver's hands control, it can automatically decrease its speed or automatically control its speed whenever it encounters any particular signboards. This system also detects the obstacles and prevents the accidents, because we are using sensors like PIR sensors and RF transmitter and receiver. PIR sensor used to detect the obstacle which can avoid the accidents on the highways. So, coming to the conclusion, this device or our device acts as both friendly and economical on the highways, and it gives the information about the spot and situation before the hand and avoid the mishaps. Like we already know, it is very economical because because the sensors are very cheap and we can afford it, and it acts as both friendly and economical. It can also alert the driver if it violates any rules and regulations of the traffic signals. So this is the just brief explanation of our project. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Neetu Shrimke. My emails are namitayan mahimabharat@pavitra.p. We are from CSE Department, Maharaja Institute of Technology, Mysore. We have developed the project called Intelligent Transportation System for Drivers using IoT under the guidance of Professor Sindhu A.S. Coming to the introduction, approximately about 1.35 million of people are losing their lives because of the accidents that are happening on highways. In this project, we are developing to give a clear information to the driver about the obstacles present in front of him, such as steeples, bends, bridges, turns, U-turns, school zones, hospital zones, etc. To avoid the mishaps from happening, this project will be helpful. Further demonstration will be explained by Namita.
Let us know what are the components that were used in our project and why we had used that components in our project. So the project will be divided into two units. One is the signboard unit and another one is the unit inside the vehicle. We had used the RL78 microcontroller, which will control the overall activity of the project. It has a detachable subboard, that is the LCD display, and this LCD display will display the messages. It provides the signboard information, and also it consists of numbers and also the alphabets. And coming on to the we have the PIR sensor, which will be used to detect the obstacle or the human beings. We have the DC motor, which will replicate the wheel of the vehicle, and this L293 motor driver will be attached to this DC motor. And we have the accelerometric sensor, which will measure the speed of the vehicle. And we have this RF receiver, which will receive the signal from the RF transmitter. Finally, we have this HC05 Bluetooth module, which will transmit the data to the Android application. So coming on to the signboard unit, we have the dip switch that will create a unique sequence number and it will send to the RF transmitter. So RF transmitter will receive the signal from this dip switch, and also it will transmit the data to the RF receiver. So further demonstration will be explained by Mahima.
This is the main code of our project.
I'm explaining the pseudocode for LCD display. Coming to the first step, we need to define the two variables for reset and enable. We are going to use P05 for reset and P06 for enable. When we come to the second step, we need to declare the functions for the ALCD, and here we are using these two prototypes of functions. The first is ALCD initialization. The second is ALCD message, in which the address of the character will be sent and data of the pointer. ALCD command is used for passing the data command. ALCD command will be used for the displaying the data on the screen. MS delay will be used to represent the delay. When we come to each function, the first one is 0x38, which display in two lines using 5x7 matrix, and the next one is 0x0e, which displays cursor blinking, and 0x01, it clears the display screen. 0x06, it shifts the cursor towards right. And next steps will be explained by Neetushri.
Yeah, when we come to the fourth step, we need to define a function called ALCD message, in which we will pass the address of the character and also the data pointer. Here what happens is we will pass the address to the ALCD command function. In this, what happens means until the pointer is not equal to null, it will keep on reading the pointer or reading the character, and at last it will implement the pointer to the next character, and it will display the data as well. So when we come to the fifth step, we need to define the function which is void ALCD command, in which is used to pass the data or pass the command to the port, in which we are passing the command to the P7, that is port 7. First, we need to reset the pin to the 0. Then we need to enable the pin. Enable the pin as 1, and it will again enable the write mode. And at last we need to again reset it to the 0. That means we need to reset the enable pin to 0 at last. When we come to the step 6, we need to define a function which is known as void ALCD data, which is used to display the data. What happens is we will pass the data to the port 7. At the first, we need to set the pin, that is reset pin to 1. Then we need to enable then we need to set the enable pin to 1 and enable the write mode, and also at last we need to enable it to 0. When we come to the last step, it is defining the function which is void ms delay, which is used to count the delay, that is delay in millisecond, delay time. So when we come to this, what happens is the user can use the millisecond delay for the loop in the loop. Like he can specify the delay specifically. If he doesn't specify the delay, by default it will remain for 3000 milliseconds. The delay will be there, and it will be last after that. So this is how the pseudocode works for the LCD display.
So coming to the demonstration of our project, here basically our project speed of the vehicle will be divided into 3 parts: speed 1, speed 2 and speed 3. When the vehicle speed is at 130 km per hour, it is taken as speed 1. When it comes to 145, it is taken as speed 2, and when it comes to 155, it is taken as speed 3. So when we give the power supply to the model, so here we can observe the test cases of a project is detected. Initially it is in speed 1. Gradually the speed of the vehicle increases. Now it is in speed 2. Now it is in speed 3. So it automatically stops the speed. Testing the speed of a vehicle manually through accelerometer. Basically it is in speed 1 right now. It is showing in the LCD, and the DC motor is running like this. And when we increase the speed a little bit, it comes to speed 2. When it is above 145, it is taken as speed 2. So the DC motor runs like this. And when we increase a little bit of our accelerometer, it will come to speed 3. So when it is above 155, it will take us speed 3, and the DC motor will run like this. So checking with the PIR sensor detection, when the vehicle speed is in speed 3 and the vehicle detects the obstacle in front of the vehicle, so I'm giving the obstacle, the PIR sensor detects the obstacle and the speed of the vehicle is decreased to speed 1. You can see here. So though it is in speed 3, the speed of the vehicle is taken as speed 1 itself. So this is all about PIR detection, and the further demonstration is taken by Pavitra.
So coming to the signboard detection, we have a dip switch and the RF transmitter at the signboard, and the RF receiver will be inside the embedded system which is there inside the vehicle, and we have a HC05 Bluetooth module in order to transfer the data from the receiver or microcontroller to the Android application in order to take the signboard information, and also audio based output will be given. So in order to demonstrate this, we need to pair with a HC05 Bluetooth module. Let us do that. In order to do that, we need to switch on the Bluetooth, and let's pair it, and it will search for the devices. So here the name of the Bluetooth is HC05. So here in the devices we can see HC05. Let's pair with that. Let me give the password, and you can see let me pair it. Now the pairing with the HC05 is done. So let us know how our Android application works. Let me give the username and the password as admin and admin. sorry, admin and admin, login, and it is connected to the pedestrian. And again we need to connect to the Bluetooth module. HC05 is here and it is connecting. Yeah, now it's connected to the HC05 and ready for the demonstration, and let us know how it works when any vehicle encounter any signboards. So as you can see, we have paired with a Bluetooth model and it is ready for the demonstration. But before going to the demonstration, I want to say a few things about the signboard information. There are two types of signboard information. Example, take right, take left, Mysore 20 kilometers or 80 kilometers. So those are the information which we don't need to decrease any vehicle speed. But there are some signboards which are cautiously said to decrease the speed. Example, hospital zone or a school zone, we need to decrease the speed in order to prevent the accidents. So let us know how it works when we encounter these signboards. Let us know one by one. First, let me check with the signboard which we don't need to decrease any speed. So first of all, let me increase the speed to the speed 3. Help please. Okay. So we'll assign the dip switch now. So let me start with the first type of signboard. Let me assign a sequence number.
Welcome to Mysore.
And you can see the both Android application and also ALCD displays the message, including the signboard information. And another one, sorry,
Speed curve.
it shows a speed curve both in ALCD and also in Android application. You can observe the speed won't be decreased because this is the one type of signboard which we don't need to decrease any speed. There are just the signboard information. So let us come to the another type of signboards which we need to decrease the speed. Let us know how it works, or it will work or not.
Hospital zone.
So you can observe it shows as hospital zone, and you can observe in the speed of the vehicle also, though it is in a speed 3, the vehicle speed has been automatically decreased. Another example is
School ahead.
So you can observe the both ALCD and Android application shows the school ahead, and you can observe with the speed of a vehicle. It is in the speed 3, but it is not. But it is decreased to speed 1. So this is how it works in order to avoid the accidents in the highways. So this is the complete demonstration of our project. Thank you.